Hello, good afternoon students. In earlier class we have learnt voltage and current relations in balanced star connected system and delta connected system. Today we have to learn the measurement of three-phase power by using wattmeters. So the three-phase power is measured by the single phase wattmeters. So if we are using 3 wattmeters, the name is abbreviated as 3 wattmeter method. In similar fashion, we are using 2 wattmeters, the name is called 2 wattmeter method. It is also possible the three-phase power is also measured by use of 1 wattmeter. Such a method is also referred as 1 wattmeter method. The wattmeter is a electrical measuring meter. It is similar to ammeter and voltmeter. Ammeter is a meter which measures the current. Similarly, voltmeter measures the voltage in the electric circuit. In similar fashion, wattmeter is a electrical measuring instrument which measures the electrical power in watts or in kilowatts. Now see there, these two diagrams shows wattmeter. One shows the actual instrument, another one shows the constructional details. The diagram shows a portable analog type wattmeter. So it consists a pointer, it consists terminals, it may be connected in given electrical circuit in which power is to be measured. Then when the supply is given to electric circuit, the pointer deflects and stands on some point that is taken. The whole scale is divided into watts, 10 watt, 20 watt, 100 watts, 200 watts, such like that. Where point stands, that gives the total electrical power of that AC circuit in watts. Basically it consists two coils. One is known as current coil, another one is known as voltage coil. So between terminals M and L, the current coil has, it is always connected in series to the load to be measured. It carries the current directly proportional to load current of the system. In similar fashion, another coil, that is referred as voltage coil. In diagram, between C and V terminals, voltage coil, it is also called pressure coil, it is also called potential coil, exists. So from M to C the connection is given shorted, then V is given to neutral. So it is always connected parallel to the supply which has to be measured or across the load. So what is the amount of current flowing through this voltage coil? Directly proportional to applied voltage of the given electrical system. Number 1, we have to know 3 wattmeter method. The name itself implies 3 wattmeters are used as shown in electrical circuit diagram. A is a line, B is a line, C is a line, and 3 impedances Z1, Z2 and Z3 are connected in star. N be the neutral point. Each phase impedance is connected by 1 wattmeter. W1 is connected in line A, its current coil is connected series with the load, and its potential coil is connected between line A and neutral. In similar fashion, in line B, W2 wattmeter is connected, its current coil is connected series with the respective phase impedance, and its potential coil is connected from B line to neutral. And similarly, in C line, W3 wattmeter is connected, its current coil is connected respective phase impedance Z3, and its potential coil is connected between line C and neutral. Earlier I told these wattmeters are single phase wattmeters. Hence we are using 3 wattmeters, W1, W2, W3. Hence total power is measured algebraic sum of all three, W1 plus W2 plus W3, gives total three-phase power supplied to the load. So advancement of 3 wattmeter method gives 2 wattmeter method. So 3 wattmeter method has many disadvantages. It is one of the old method which is used to measure three-phase power. So it makes more number of wattmeters, therefore which creates the complication of wiring. Hence, instead of 3 wattmeter method, there is a development of 2 wattmeter method. So the electric circuit diagram is as shown in figure. There are 2 wattmeters W1 and W2 in this method. So algebraic sum of these 2 wattmeters W1 plus W2 gives total three-phase power. So in this method only 2 wattmeters are used, hence it is advantageous. It is the saving of wattmeter connections and which avoids the complication of wiring systems. Hence commercially 2 wattmeter method is more useful in three-phase electrical systems. So let W1 is connected in line A. Its current coil is connected in series with respective phase impedance. Let IA be the current flowing through the W1 and its potential coil is connected from line A to B. Line A to B, it is line voltage. So B line doesn't consist any wattmeter connections. So it is taken as reference. So W2 is connected in line C. Its current coil is connected in series with respective phase impedance and its potential coil is connected between line C to B, that is ECB, another line voltage. Try to understand. In this method of three-phase power measurement, only 2 wattmeters are required to measure the three-phase power. The algebraic sum of 2 wattmeter readings gives total three-phase power. Hence, three-phase power equal to W1 plus W2 watts. Consider a star connected load as shown in figure. Let W1 and W2 be the 2 wattmeters are used to measure the three-phase power. W1 is connected in line A. Its potential coil is connected between the lines A and B. Hence, IA is the current flowing through the wattmeter W1. VAB is the voltage across the wattmeter W1. The wattmeter W2 is connected in line C. Its current coil is connected in series with the load. Its voltage coil is connected between lines C and B. Hence, IC is the current flowing through the wattmeter W2. VCB is voltage across by the voltmeter. From the electrical circuit diagram, you develop the vector diagram. W1 is connected between lines EA and B. W2 is connected between lines C and B. So how to construct the vector diagram? First you draw EA, EB, EC phase voltages or phase EMFs. You take some magnitude 3 cm and with an equal angular displacement of 120 degree. EA to EB 120, EB to EC 120, EC to EA 120. After that, develop the EB to get minus EB 180 degree by dotted lines. Get the minus EB of same magnitude 180 degree phase shift. So you mark minus EB. Then W1 voltage exists between EAB, A line, B line, that is EA plus minus EB. So from EB point you construct a parallel line to the EA. From EA point construct a parallel line to the EB. Complete this one where these 2 points meets parallelogram. So you draw a line that gives line voltage EAB EAB from the origin. After that, what is the current flowing through the W1? IA. IA lags respective phase voltage EA by an angle of phi. Therefore, clearly observe angle between EAB and IA is 30 plus phi. In a similar fashion, draw the wattmeter 2 voltage. Wattmeter 2 voltage exists between C to B. B is common, EC plus minus EB. From EC, you draw the parallel line to minus EB. From EB, draw the parallel line to EC. Construct a parallelogram where the point meets. We are going to get as ECB, another line voltage. So now, with respect to current IC, EC is the phase voltage, IC lags by an angle phi. Now you can observe angle between ECB and IC is 30 minus phi. If derivation is asked in examination, show that 2 wattmeter measures 3-phase power means you have to draw the electrical circuit diagram, you have to draw the vector diagram, then considerations, then you prove that. Okay. So these two diagrams are very important. Electrical circuit diagram, as per what logic you are taking, that logic you have to show here in vector diagram. From the vector diagram, we have to make the proof. Let EA, EB, EC be the phase EMFs and IA, IB, IC be the respective phase currents. So what is the wattmeter reading? W1. What is the current? What is the voltage? What is the phase angle? So phase angle between EAB and IA is 30 plus pi. So what is the current? IA. Voltage is EA minus EB and cos of 30 plus pi. EA minus EB is EAB, that is line voltage. IA is phase current. So cos 30 plus pi as it is. So you have to convert, both are in phase values, both are in line values. You refer any one. Now I am taking phase considerations. IA is phase current, EL is line voltage. So this line voltage may be converted into phase voltage. EL equal to root 3 EP. So you replace EL by root 3 EP, IP cos 30 plus pi. We are going to get equation 1. In similar fashion, you develop the expression for wattmeter 2. What is the current flowing through wattmeter W2 IC? What is the voltage across the W2? It is connected between C to B, EC minus EB, and angle between ECB and IC 30 minus pi. Here also same thing, convert with respect to phase values. So W2 equal to root 3 EP IP cos of 30 minus phi. You call the equation number 2. Then by adding the equation 1 and 2, that is W1 plus W2. Root 3 EP IP term is same. Take the common factor. Inside the bracket cos 30 plus pi plus cos 30 minus pi. You add the W1 W2, that is root 3 EP IP. You expand cos 30 plus pi cos 30 minus pi. So cos 30 cos pi minus sin 30 sin pi. Another one is cos 30 cos pi plus sin 30 sin pi. Here sin terms are opposite, both are going to cancel. So we are going to get 2 cos 30 cos pi inside the bracket. So 30 is replace cos of 30 root 3 by 2, then cos pi as it is. So W1 plus W2 equal to 3 times of EP IP cos pi. So it is already well known 3 times of EP cos pi gives total 3-phase power. Hence from the above expression it is clear that the algebraic sum of 2 wattmeters gives or measures 3-phase power. If in examination derivation is asked, up to here you can go, and also show the calculation of power factor means continue. So power factor, it is also possible to calculate power factor with knowing the wattmeter readings. So we have to obtain the expression W2 minus W1. Again root 3 EP common factor, cos of 30 minus pi plus cos of 30 plus pi. So you see there, here cos terms are going to cancel. You are going to get as 2 sin 30 sin phi. So again sin 30 is half. We are going to get as root 3 EP sin phi. Equation 4. W1 plus W2. We are knowing 3 times of EP cos pi. Equation 3. So equation 4 is divided by equation 3. W2 minus W1 divided by W1 plus W2 equal to tan phi divided by root 3. Hence you frame the expression for tan phi. Tan phi equal to root 3 into W2 minus W1 divided by W1 plus W2. Hence we are knowing the tan phi. Therefore phase angle phi equal to tan inverse of root 3 into W2 minus W1 divided by W1 plus W2. Once we are able to calculate phase angle, then cos of phase angle is power factor. So this expression 5 is very important for coming next problems. So you work out, sir, all of you work out, practice. Thank you to one and all.